What's going on, guys? So I just got back from my trip to the East Coast. I'm actually waiting in my car. I flew into LAX. Shauna flew into Ontario Airport. So I had to drive up here to Ontario. Her flight is delayed by an hour. And so I'm out here at a Starbucks, sitting in my car and waiting. Now, a lot of people complain about times like this when they gotta wait around, they've gotta, just sit there and do nothing because something's delaying them. But I found this to be the perfect opportunity to go into another lesson that I've learned from my military experience and that I've learned from veterans in general. This is part of my series on valuable lessons that veterans can learn from other veterans. And that is to be grateful. I'm sitting in my car, I'm warm, I have a coffee, I'm sitting at a Starbucks, there's nobody here, at least in this neighborhood, that poses any threat to me. I am enjoying myself, listening to an audiobook, and making the most out of the situation, making myself smarter, learning something, and keeping a positive attitude about it. And that is something I learned from the Marine Corps. When you serve, particularly if you serve in like the infantry or if you serve in the combat arms, but generally in the military, you're without a lot of the conveniences that a lot of other people experience every day, and that allows you to be so much more appreciative of things, so much more appreciative of being warm, of not being cold, of being comfortable, right? And maybe a car is not the most comfortable place to be, but relatively speaking, it's awesome. I lived in a car for a while. It was pretty cool. It was never cold. The chair was a little bit lumpy to sleep on, but it is what it is. At least I had something to sleep on, guys. And so that's a valuable lesson that I've learned. Always be grateful for what you have, because what you don't have is beyond your control. You have no control over anything you don't have right now. And so this makes me think about one particular veteran, and his name is Cameron Delaney, and he is the head and founder of Ronin Veteran Network, which is a veterans network that was founded to give veterans a place to communicate and for brothers to talk to brothers and to help each other out. And a couple of different things they do. They run this site where there is this forum, but they also do a lot of different types of strongman events, teach veterans about strongman, teach veterans about strength training. They do a lot of activity out of Metroflex Gym in San Marcos. And Cameron's just an outstanding guy. He's a Marine Corps veteran, has a really great perspective on life, and we see eye to eye on a lot of different things. But we also see eye to eye on one thing, and that is that we get discouraged a lot of time with our brothers. We get discouraged by the fact that a lot of guys would rather go drinking in a bar than to go to an event with other veterans to learn about things like fitness. And that's something we're dealing with, and we try not to let that discouraged attitude overtake our desire to help. The fact is, you can't really help anybody who doesn't want to be helped. You can just put things out there for people to listen. If they want to listen, they'll listen of their own free will. So Cameron, if you're out there, you got an amazing message, brother, and I want you to keep spreading it. And I'm going to have Cameron on as one of my guests on our podcast coming up. He's done some guest articles for the Warrior Soul blog, but just an amazing person. And I'll put a link to Ronin Veteran Network, the Facebook page up. I'll put a link to their website up. And if you ever get a chance to meet Cameron Delaney, you will be a privileged person because you'll be meeting somebody that you can learn a lot from. So, and Cameron, this is your challenge to put a video out of some lesson that you've learned from a veteran or about a veteran that you know who's out there who's absolutely killing it and dominating civilian life. Hope this video finds you all well. I hope you are enjoying the first 2 videos so far of the series, and I will be getting another episode of the Warrior Soul podcast out tomorrow to talk more about this issue and more. And I love you all.